African Union Communications, Early Warning, and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals, intelligence, and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. Today's report is dated 17 August 2026. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. Russian groups of forces have improved their tactical situation, liberated Andreyevskaya Obshchina in the Donetsk People's Republic and Novosoloshino in Zaporozhye region, and delivered coordinated fire and air defense effects across the operational zones. The North Group of Forces improved its tactical situation in Sumy and Kharkov regions. In Sumy region, the group's units inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of 2 mechanized brigades, 2 airmobile brigades of the armed forces of Ukraine, and a territorial defense brigade near Velikaya Chernetchina, Travnia, Pisarevka, Ulanovo, and Khoten. In Kharkov region, Russian elements engaged formations of 4 mechanized brigades, a motorized infantry brigade, and an assault regiment close to Alisovka, Kazachya Lopan, Novoalexandrovka, Rubezhnoye, and Svetlitnoye. The enemy lost up to 260 troops, 1 armored fighting vehicle, and 5 motor vehicles. 2 electronic warfare stations and 1 counterfire radar station were neutralized. The West Group of Forces took more advantageous lines and positions. The group's units inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of 3 mechanized brigades, an assault brigade, an assault regiment of the armed forces of Ukraine, and a territorial defense brigade near Balaklaya, Veseloye, and Podliman in Kharkov region, and Donetskoye, Krimki, Mayaki, and Svyatogorsk in the Donetsk People's Republic. Enemy losses amounted to more than 210 troops, 1 armored fighting vehicle, 18 motor vehicles, 1 Grad multiple launch rocket system combat vehicle, 1 artillery gun, and 2 electronic warfare stations. The South Group of Forces improved the tactical situation along the front line. Russian units hit formations of 3 mechanized brigades, a mountain assault brigade, an airmobile brigade of the armed forces of Ukraine, and a territorial defense brigade close to Vysokoivanovka, Druzhkovka, Kramatorsk, Kurtovka, Nikanorovka, Nikolaevka, Nikolaipoliye, Orikovatka, and Slavyansk in the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy lost up to 205 troops, 1 French-made VAB armored personnel carrier, 29 motor vehicles, and 1 artillery gun. As a result of resolute actions of the Center Group's units, the village of Andreyevskaya Obshchina in the Donetsk People's Republic has been liberated. The group's units inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of 3 mechanized brigades, a Jaeger brigade, an assault brigade, 3 assault regiments of the armed forces of Ukraine, a Marine brigade, and 3 National Guard brigades close to Krasnopodali, Belozerskoye, Dobropoli, and Rubezhnoye in the Donetsk People's Republic, and Andrinovka in Dnepropetrovsk region. Armed forces of Ukraine losses amounted to more than 390 troops, 2 armored fighting vehicles, 11 motor vehicles, 1 Grad multiple launch rocket system combat vehicle, 1 155mm Polish-made Krab self-propelled artillery system, and 1 counterfire radar. The East Group's units advanced into the depth of the enemy's defense and liberated Novosoloshino in Zaporozhye region. Russian troops engaged manpower and hardware of 2 assault brigades, 2 air assault brigades, 2 assault regiments of the armed forces of Ukraine, and a Marine brigade close to Kolomaitsi, Pokrovskoye, and Malinovka in Dnepropetrovsk region, and Dolinka, Svoboda, Chervonaya, Kranitsa, and Chervony Yar in Zaporozhye region. The enemy lost more than 345 troops, 1 tank, 2 armored fighting vehicles, and 9 motor vehicles. The Dnipro Group of Forces improved the tactical situation. The group's units inflicted losses on formations of 2 mechanized brigades, a mountain assault brigade of the armed forces of Ukraine, and a Marine brigade near Orikov, Kushugum, Malokataranovka, and Yulievka in Zaporozhye region and in the city of Kherson. Up to 40 troops, 19 motor vehicles, 1 U.S. made 155mm M777 howitzer, and 3 electronic warfare stations were neutralized. Operational tactical aviation, attack drones, missile troops, and artillery of the Russian groups of forces carried out a campaign-shaping fire effort. Strikes inflicted damage on logistics centers, fuel, power, and transport infrastructure of Ukraine, assembly facilities, and storage areas of unmanned ground vehicles, unmanned aerial vehicles, and uncrewed surface vehicles. Temporary deployment areas of Ukrainian armed formations and foreign mercenaries were also hit across 144 areas. Air defense systems shot down 12 guided aerial bombs and 4 multiple-launch rocket system projectiles, including 2 US-made HIMARS and 2 Czech-made Vampire munitions. In addition, 797 fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicles were intercepted. Since the beginning of the special military operation, the enemy has lost 673 aircraft, 284 helicopters, 210,774 unmanned aerial vehicles, 669 anti-aircraft missile systems, 30,606 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,774 multiple-launch rocket system combat vehicles, 36,173 field artillery guns and mortars, and 69,491 units of support military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.